This video is created to help those that want to come into the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for work, and also those already here but they are still struggling to understand the system, especially the timing. All right, and it will be so helpful for those that are not coming from Muslim countries. All right, so one of the things I want to talk about is the time, how the time works, and also another thing is I want to also talk about the seasons. All right, okay, so one of the things that you should be aware of here is the prayer time. We have 5 prayer times, and out of that 5, about 3 we fall into your work time. Okay, so in the morning we have early morning prayer, which is Fajr. Mostly it does not interfere with your work time. Then we have the Doha. That one is noon prayer. It's always come around 12 noon. Then we have the Ashra. That one is afternoon prayer. It falls between 3 to 4. Then we have the Maghrib. Maghrib is evening prayer. Then it falls between 5 and 6. Sometimes it can enter 7. Then we have Isha. Isha is the night prayer. It falls between 7:30 to 8:30. So why I always give this range is because this time is not fixed. I'm not using clock to fix it. This time changes based on the position of the sun, because sun is the ultimate aligner. I don't know how to explain it. They used the position of the sun to fix this time. So every single day this time might change. So you can see some days it might reduce, some days it might increase. It's not a fixed timing, so you should be aware of this. But instead of worrying yourself so much, I have an app that does that for you. So most people here download these apps. So this app is what we use to actually monitor this time. So even if there is any change of time, the app will already tell you anytime the prayer time reach. This app will give you an alert that this is time for prayer. So it's very good if you can get this app. See the apps here, and this is the one I use. Okay, so the next thing is also understanding the festival seasons. Now currently we are Ramadan season. Ramadan always happen between March, April. So but this year it started 1st of March. We are hoping it will end around 30th or 31st of March, depending on when the date is being declared. So tentatively we are hoping between 29, 30, 31st. Okay, so the Muslim world, they know how these dates are being fixed at the end of the day, I think, when the crescent of the moon is being seen, right? So you need to be aware of Ramadan. During the Ramadan season, everything actually changes. Your work schedule, we have more and more of nightlife. So let's say you work I will use myself as an example. On a normal season, I work 9:30 to 12 noon, then 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. But during Ramadan season, the morning work is completely gone. So we start work around afternoon time, 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. We go on break and resume again 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. So during the Ramadan season, you should be aware that your work timing will definitely change. Okay, so for those that might not know what Ramadan means, Ramadan is a holy month in the Muslim world, and is a month of fasting and reflection. So they use that Ramadan season to fast. At the end of the Ramadan season, then normally you will have a festival of breaking of fast, which we call Eid Fitr. So let's keep learning. Okay, this is afternoon. This is 1 p.m. I'm going to work, and like I said, this is Ramadan season. Most of the offices and shops will be closed. The road will be kind of scanty because most people usually resume work around the evening period, but I have to start this afternoon, then stop again around 6 p.m. and resume again 9 p.m. So this is one of the changes that normally happens around the Ramadan season. So most times our schedule usually change, so we work more at night than during the daytime. Most times morning work is completely gone, except you want to work early in the morning before the dawn. Some people work so early in the morning and go back before 7 a.m. and resume again in the midday. All right. So just like the prayer time, Ramadan dates or Ramadan season itself is not a fixed time. Like last year, Ramadan started around 11th of March, between 11th of March or 12th of March. But this year it started 1st of March. So it is not fixed date. So it depends on how the timing, just like Lent, because Lent can come up anytime, or Easter. They don't usually have a fixed date like December 25th or something like that. So it depends on how the time, the calendar month actually functions. So that's how Ramadan also comes. So it might come 1st of March this year, and next year it will start another date entirely. So after Ramadan, you'll be expecting to go on, let's say, 2 days break. Yeah, 2 to 3 days break, depending on how many days break your company wants you to go to. So it's usually 2 days to 3 days break. So you have to use that break to rest. For them, they have to use that break time to meet their families and break the fast, see each other. So after the break, the work returns back to normal. You go back to your normal schedule, morning and evening. After the Ramadan season, everything returns back, but you'll be expecting to have another break around June. So around 2 days or 3 days break for Eid al-Kabir. That one is a festival of sacrifice, remembering of Abraham's sacrifice. This is the time they kill ram to celebrate, and so a lot of eating happens around that time. A lot of celebrations happen that time. Those are the time, if you're in a Muslim country, people cook food and give you food and all those things. So you're expected to also have 2 days to 3 days break, no work. If you work that time, you will have to be paid for that work. It will give you extra money for working on those break days. Okay, we usually have 2 breaks in a year. One is immediately after Ramadan, the breaking of the fast, Eid Fitr. Then we also have another one around June, Eid al-Kabir. So these are the 2 breaks we usually have in a year, apart from your vacation at the end of your contract. So you need to be aware of all these things, but nothing much happens with the second one, apart from the Ramadan time, that you have to, your job or your work timetable will completely be reshuffled to accommodate the fasting and everything. Then for your normal daily prayers, you can go to Google Play Store and get the app I told you. It will help you not to worry about the prayer time. It automatically knows once it gets to the time, the app will give you signal, so you know what to do. If your workplace does not really close down completely, you don't have anything to worry about. If you are in a place that they observe it so well, you have to always close down and respect it. Okay, so I think you have an idea of how work life can be and some kind of disruptions that usually happens during this time. So this is the aim of this video, to actually get you prepared ahead of time to know how things can actually change. You can now understand the prayers, the 5 prayers in a day. You can now understand the seasons and how it reshuffles and every other thing. So I will keep updating us, especially those that are very much interested in coming to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. It's a fun place to be. You will love it so much. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've not subscribed, please click on that subscription button and also turn on the bell notification. All right, I am Dr. Manuel Rich. Stay tuned.